just landed in Kuala Lumpur, and in this terminal building, the main terminal building, we have these amazing waterfalls. In this video, we are going to capture our journey vlog. Which one do you want?
Spicy?
I'll just try.
The chili.
Chili? Do you want the chili with before 24 hours travel? No. As usual, starting from Yangon to Kuala Lumpur and from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney. Hope for your flight don't get delayed. If the flight get delayed, then you have to buy a ruby ring from Myanmar. Arriving tomorrow morning, so it will be another 24-hour travel. From the gate that we landed, Sydney flight will be leaving from gate C. So we are taking this Aerotrain and hope to share all the experience all the way through. As soon as we finish our breakfast, we are heading off to the airport. Our flight will be slightly delayed because I just checked Malaysia Airlines flight from Kuala Lumpur to Yangon is being delayed. So it is going to leave an hour later or so. So we have a little bit of time. Our driver Mr. Aung will be here before 8. So we'll be heading on time. Before arriving at the airport, we'll be passing by a beautiful lake and we'll have a little bit of time to take some more photos. I just love this beautiful ballroom type breakfast room. We enjoyed this for last 3 days. It was amazing. It has been a fantastic visit to this completely unknown country. Now we know what to expect. It is amazing. It is so beautiful. There are so many things to look for. Maybe we'll come back at some point. As we started from our hotel to the airport, in front of us we have this beautiful Sule Pagoda. Yesterday we had a good time at this Independence Park, and this is the city hall we are driving past. Beautiful city, Yangon. Public buses are yellow or green. Another beautiful morning in Yangon, and Mr. Aung just arrived on time and we are leaving for the airport. It has been an amazing 3 days, beautiful city, and we enjoyed immensely. Hope you enjoyed our videos as well. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, once again, if you are planning to visit Yangon and you want to book someone for your tour and travel around Myanmar, around Yangon city, WhatsApp details of Mr. Aung is on the screen, so you can always contact him. How long is the airport? It's about 17 kilometers from the hotel. Yeah. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, today 4th of January is actually Independence Day for Myanmar. So happy Independence Day. I hope eventually you get the democracy that you want.
Yes. Not for your wish.
Yeah. But you have to wish, because if you don't wish, then you will never get it. We just drove past that ruby monument. That is representing the ruby mines, the ruby industry in Myanmar. Myanmar rubies are very famous for many centuries, and also jade stones. So these are the two precious stones that are very good quality in Myanmar and world renowned. Look at this driveway, so beautiful. This is really nice, green and covered by canopies. If you notice on the right hand side, you will be able to see the Shwedagon Pagoda once more. That was one of the gates, and this was the People's Park that we had amazing time. Very green, planned city, Myanmar's cultural and economic capital, Yangon, previously known as Rangoon. Okay, so this is like a garrison, a Myanmar military establishment, and obviously they are very important these days. And we have a business computing course advertisement, MBA, MSc from University of Wolverhampton. That beautiful gates, that colorful gates and beside that there was a big park. That was actually Myanmar's Revolutionary Park, Yangon's Revolutionary Park. As you know, we actually lived in the Sule area. That is the old historic part, colonial era administrative center. This is more of a modern part of the city and recently built. We have quite a lot of big hotel and also really big buildings. So this is more of an economic hub, banks these days.
Yeah, there is a Yangon University area.
Okay, so on the right hand side, this is actually Yangon University area. They must have very big, very green campus. I can see that. When we arrived on 1st of January at night, there was hardly any car on the road. But although it's a public holiday today, Independence Day, but we have a lot of vehicles driving towards the airport. So we just arrived at Inya Lake and we want to take some photo. As I mentioned, it's a beautiful natural lake and we'll have 5 to 10 minutes here before heading off to the airport. So we want to spend like 5 to 10 minutes at this beautiful Inya Lake, and it is actually a natural lake, not like the other lake that other day we visited that was man-made, but this is natural lake. And because today is the Independence Day, so there are a lot of people will be visiting this beautiful lake, and so there are a lot of shops already opened selling variety of things. So this is the Inya Lake. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a very big walkway and you can actually go for a run as well. Very nice weather. At the moment it's not that hot, but eventually it is going to be very hot as usual for last 3 days. Beautiful lake, and what Mr. Aung was saying, that this beautiful walking path and also the other side, a little bit at the bottom, there is a green area along this beautiful lake, and it is actually a heaven for the morning joggers, runners, and if you want to spend good time, morning and evening is the best time. I have mentioned many times, it's super hot during the day. It's mid-30s, around 100% humidity, so it's not ideal for outdoor activities. And Mr. Aung wants to give us some local treat, some snacks. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, alijoma. This is a fried chicken. Fried banana, fried tomato.
Potato, yeah, fried. So fried chips. Okay, yeah.
Fried chicken.
Okay.
Do you want this spicy or not spicy?
Which one do you want?
Spicy?
I'll just try.
Yeah, chili. Yes.
Chili? Do you want the chili with before 24 hours travel? No. Okay, non-chili one. Oh, he is ready for the Independence Day. Quite a lot of chips, and also he has got, I think, potato cakes and prawns and chicken. Wow, and sweet corn frittatas. So he is ready on this beautiful charcoal oven. It's just an amazing city, planned city, beautiful road network, amazing modern amenities, all these new modern side of the city with 2600 years old extraordinarily gorgeous pagoda, the Shwedagon Pagoda. And then as we are driving past this beautiful Inya Lake and all other water bodies, so many palm trees and coconut trees, so green, it's just amazing. It's hard to believe that all this political instability is causing this so much trouble and we can't actually really move around freely around this beautiful country or visit. Maybe this will over soon and it will become very normal again. We are arriving at the international airport in Yangon. So if you remember in our first video, this was night time and this was the domestic terminal. There was some lights, but there was hardly any vehicle. And next to domestic terminal is our international terminal. So goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
So goodbye, Mr. Aung, and I hope to see you soon. And it was an amazing travel during last 3 days. And look at the queue. We have to queue very soon. So
I don't forget
all the best for the future.
Yeah, sure.
This is really a grand airport. It's a massive airport. First of all, look at this beautiful sculpture in the background. I think I don't know what it's called. It looks like the stupa of the pagodas. And the airport is really light and airy. Beautiful design. I'll show you a model, and the model is the miniature model of the whole airport. This model has got the whole airport depiction. So many gates. Beautiful model. And then the runway. It's really well built, very well placed airport. It used to be a very important hub before COVID, but not at the moment for various reasons. Yangon International Airport Development Project. And as usual, we'll be walking through the duty-free area. The duty-free area is not that flashy, obviously. Very less number of foreign tourists are coming through these gates at the moment. A lot of artisan and handicraft products are on offer. That's actually a very important traditional thing in Myanmar. And look at Ornima's background. These umbrellas are very traditional umbrellas, and we wanted to buy one, but then we couldn't take this into Australia, so that's why we can't buy one. But this is a very nice little shop. Wow, this is a gorgeous background with multicolor umbrellas, and this shop looks like a mini version of our Aung market that you may have seen in our previous video. So we ended up buying this beautiful cup from this duty-free shop. So we have been walking through these corridors. They're really nice, and we have lots of jewelry and souvenir shops. Jade and ruby, these are the two most interesting gems in Myanmar. Historically, they produced a lot of gemstones, and there are a lot of jewelry shops in the city, in the airport, everywhere. So Ornima is planning to buy a jewelry ring of ruby. So it is advisable that hope for your flight don't get delayed. If the flight get delayed, then you have to buy a ruby ring from Myanmar. That is just fantastic. As mentioned, our flight MH741 is delayed by 45 minutes. So we just need to spend a little bit more time at this gate 3 at this beautiful Yangon International Airport. And it's written very nicely, Yangon International Airport, just beside the runway. Hopefully in next 5 minutes time, our aircraft will be landing. And our flight has just arrived. So this is the Malaysia Airlines aircraft. And our flight from Yangon to Kuala Lumpur will be 2.5 hours. It is the same aircraft as our flight to Kolkata from Kuala Lumpur, Boeing 737 MAX. This is Malaysian Airlines, so we are going on board. Our flight from Yangon has already been 1 hour delayed, but luckily between our flights, so this flight and our next flight from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney, we had 4.5 hours waiting. Now it's going to be around 3 hours waiting, so which is good, but it is getting delayed over an hour from Yangon. And we can see the Shwedagon Pagoda. So we are flying off Yangon. Wow, look at this. This is the bird's eye view of Yangon city near the airport. And we are about to cross Yangon River. This is just a magnificent view. We are crossing the Yangon River now. Amazing view. Yeah, that was the bridge. Now all we have the agricultural lands, and this site is Tala. We are now leaving Myanmar, so for next couple of hours it will be all over the sea. So we have got our Hindu meal, and that is chicken tikka masala, pilau rice and sorted vegetables. So this is the chicken tikka masala This is the pulao rice and some sauteed vegetables and apple jelly. We are flying to Kuala Lumpur and we are flying across this very vast, very long stretch of coastal line of Myanmar. So many beaches, very long beaches like Australia. A lot of potential. I think it is going to be an amazing in future. Wow, look at this creation. Nature's creation is so symmetric, yet just amazingly natural. So how is the food over here? Did you like the chicken tikka masala?
Yeah, it's very nice. A bit spicy, but very tasty.
Yeah, the chicken tikka masala was really tasty and I had a bit of vegetables and curry together with the rice and it was really lovely. And this is the apple jelly. It's pretty solid actually with some
Solid thing on the top and there's apple
the
juice.
jelly because it's jelly and it has got some pieces of apples inside. With rice and chicken it was nice, but this apple jelly is not complimenting. We are approaching Kuala Lumpur and we are flying over a lot of agricultural land. Quite a few of them are palm trees because Kuala Lumpur is quite big center for palm oil production. We are back again in Kuala Lumpur and our flight to Sydney is around 8:30. So we have to kill approximately 2.5 hours or 3 hours. From the gate that we landed, Sydney flight will be leaving from gate C. So we are taking this Aerotrain. This is actually quite interesting journey from one terminal to another through these beautiful runways. It's a fair bit of distance actually, so the ride was very nice. These Aerotrains are really a fantastic addition to this beautiful airport and a lot of people are actually using it because you have to use it if you want to change the terminals, and the ride was amazing. And inside this terminal there is a beautiful forest-like area, so maybe we can go there. Look at this, we have a jungle boardwalk. So let's walk inside this jungle boardwalk at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Wow, and this is the entrance. Wow, these display screens are just fantastic. It's from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is just amazing. This is like a theme park inside these terminal building. Wow, this is nice. You don't have to worry about spending time here because we have so many options. We have a beautiful waterfalls, and the waterfalls is actually coming out of these caves, all these massive stones, grand stuff. This is coming out of these caves and these rocks are fantastic, and it's in the middle of the terminal building. How wonderful is this? And the walkways are really nice. You can just walk around these massive mountain. It's almost like, so you come through any of these gates and then go depending on which direction you are going. And this park has got beautiful acoustics as well. It's like you are in savannah or somewhere in Africa. Everything artificial but very artistic. So the airport terminals are no longer airport terminals. It could be savannah, it could be like Jewel in Singapore, or it could be somewhere in middle of Africa. A lot of people are running for the Aerotrain, and that is actually a fantastic ride. We have got two nice seats, so we should stick to this seat. We had an amazing rest for 2.5 hours. Those seats were very, very good. We could stretch our legs, and obviously we're going to sit for next 10 hours, but still those seats were really good and we could take some rest. Our flight to Sydney will be leaving from C37, so we have a little more time to go, maybe half an hour. And look at our background once again. This is really glossy. Had our gate closed and changed for 3 times now, but now it's settled at C36, so we are waiting in the queue. Wow, what a journey. It's been almost 10 hours since we left our beloved Myanmar this morning, and that was an amazing journey. And now we are on board MH251 from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney. It's going to be just over 8 hours flight, and it's going to be a night flight, so I'm not going to vlog that much. I have to take some rest, but I'm going to capture interesting aspects, what food they're offering and that sort of thing. And when I'll be approaching Sydney, if I can capture beautiful views of Sydney or surrounding areas, then I'll capture that, because particularly this flight from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney is kind of like a new route for us. We never done this with Malaysia Airlines or anybody else, so basically this is, in that context, this in-flight vlog is a new one. So please stay tuned, and if you have watched this video until this far, thank you very much. Please make a comment if you like this video. Other interesting information is that we are flying Airbus A330neo, and that's actually quite good, very glossy, beautiful aircraft. And but when we actually returned from Sri Lanka in April, May last year, at that time from Kuala Lumpur to Melbourne morning flight, the flight was very, very old. But this time, because we are catching the night flight from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney, and that's why we're getting that same brand new aircraft, A330neo, and it is very, very shiny and glossy, very nice. And it says that we have 7 hours and 44 minutes to go to our destination, Sydney. And if you have watched this video, you know we started from Yangon this morning. So this is our starting point this morning, almost 12 hours ago. And then since then we flown to Kuala Lumpur here, and then from Kuala Lumpur we are flying over all these fantastic part of the world, then to Australia, crossing Australia, and then arriving in Sydney. All lights are off because we are about to take off. We are taxiing at the moment, and the Wi-Fi is just working extraordinarily seamlessly, and I'm actually sending videos to my home and it's going super fast. Really impressive these flights are with Malaysian Airlines MH330. Wow, what a takeoff that was. It's still climbing, but that was so smooth. Amazing view of nighttime Kuala Lumpur. This was the best part of this vlog, and I think the next interesting stuff will be showing you some of the 3D maps and our food. When they will serve our food, I will definitely cover that. Always I have a mini food vlog inside every in-flight vlogs. We pre-booked our dinner, so it's been served quite early. And we have got chicken biryani, and we've got bread as well, some crackers with some cheese, some butter to go with the bread, and also I've got very nice chicken salad as well. So it's like chickpeas and a slice of chicken with some greens and some pepper, roasted pepper. So this is looking really nice. And finally we've got one of our favorite. It's pandan cake. It's a pandan cake, multi-layered pandan cake. Pandan is a leaf, and it is very popular, very tasty, very fragrant leaf that they make juice out of it and then put it on a cake or dessert or custard. So this is our dinner. I'll just briefly try the biryani. It tastes really good. Obviously, I don't say anything bad about food, so I'm quite generous in that sense. And the salad, I'll try the salad as well. Salad it's not spicy, it's good taste. And yeah, what a bit. Biryani was really good, not very spicy. And my favorite is this pandan cake. It is really beautifully made, and I love pandan flavor. Let me show you how bad weather is. We have got significant diversions. Look at this. This is the diversion. It's extremely bumpy at the moment, so the pilot just announced that he had to make a lot of diversions. We are almost approaching Australia, and so as you know, crossing Australia will easily take 4 hours. We have another 4.5 hours to go, and this time I'm going to sleep. At the moment, as you can see, we are flying over Alice Springs. We are still, I think, about 2.5 hours away from Sydney. It's been a very smooth flight because we slept the majority of the time, and we have just got some morning snacks and drink. This is the chicken puff as usual, as just a morning breakfast or whatever you want to call it before landing. And I took some Coke. At the moment we are flying over Alice Springs, and our flying height is around 39,000 feet, and it's been so far bit smooth flight after that very turbulent period. And as you can see, we have another 2.5 hours to go. If you think about when we started our journey and when you started watching this video, it was around 5:30, 6 o'clock in Yangon yesterday, and so it's almost 24 hours we have been traveling. We just arrived at Sydney Airport. At this international terminal, Sydney International Terminal, we have a very big Christmas tree still standing. Beautiful weather today. It's very bright. It's a bit late because our flight arrived on time, but then we had to sit inside the aircraft for 1 hour before we got a gate. So now I'm not sure what we're going to do. We'll do something interesting. Thank you very much for watching this video. It has been a very long video, starting in Yangon yesterday and finishing in Sydney today. So thank you very much. Goodbye until the next video. It's very cloudy, and I think it's a bit rainy as well as it was yesterday. The ashes test didn't continue. Landing in Sydney is all
Cabin crew, please be
spectacular.
seated for landing. Once again, cabin crew to be seated for landing.
landing city is always spectacular. We are almost landed.